Hello friends, welcome back in CDL. In this tutorial we will see how to create Addin toolbar command in 3D experience. In previous video we already saw how to create Addin in CATIA V5, but many viewer they ask how to create Addin and toolbar in 3D experience. So very first, whenever you open Visual Studio, you will get the one option here, 3D Explorer, 3D Workspace Explorer. See, if you're not able to find 3ds Explorer, then go to view, click on view, 3ds view, and here 3ds Explorer. Once you click, this window will open. So here there is the shortcut, so you can create new workspace or either you open your existing workspace. I have already created one workspace, so I will just explain here how we can create the add-in toolbar and command in the 3D experience. I will just open my existing workspace. So this is my location. You can give any location. You can give prefix that wherever you are working, how your company organization follow the standards. So you can mention that as per your standards. So let's open the workspace. Initially, whenever you create workspace, so in how I shown you in previous video, the same way here you have to just right click and add framework first. So initially you will see only the workspace and you have to just right click and add a new framework. So you can just right click and give your framework name. So you can give just framework name XYZ CAA test dummy framework. So for framework we will give generally FW means framework. So we can easily identify, yeah, this is we can easily identify this is the framework. So you can give, you can keep this as it is by default setting. So if you want to create specific test works or test framework, then you can check this option, or if you want to create just education framework, then click on this option, or if you want to develop something, then keep it by default setting development framework and implementation. Here also subtypes interface and ideal interface. So if you want to create, if your requirement is to create interface and ideal support, then just check this option. So we will create one specific video on this. If you guys want, just if you want guys to create one specific video on how to create interface, so I will create that. Just comment in this video. So let's start. So how we have done here, just click finish. Once you click finish, so framework will get added here, and this is also one framework I have added. Once you created framework, just go through again, right click on workspace, add prerequisite. It must be, you have to give one prerequisite for build purpose. So just select wherever you have installed your 3D experience, just select that path. If you don't find here, then just go click on this file and search from here directly from where you want to where you have installed. So I have installed in this location, so just click on that folder and click OK. I have double entry, so I'll remove one. So this is the one more option, start program DLL. So once you, so if you want to run your 3D experience, if you want to run your tool from Visual Studio by directly clicking on this debug local Windows debugger option, then you have to given like this here, 3D-experience.exe. so 3D-experience exe will copy from installation path and it will paste in your DLL path, that is the WinV64 path. So here once you have given once you give the path, then after that 3D-experience.exe will copy and it will paste it in your local WinB64 folder bin and here 3D experience. So I will close here. I'll just give you overview how we can create, and I have already created this framework. I'll just give you overview. So now after creating framework, you can add module. So how you can add module, just right click on the framework and here is the one option, add module. You can give any name, whatever you want. So just click on this XYZ test mode something module, or any name you can give, or if you want to create a module with a specific purpose, then let's say if you want to create only Addin, then like XYZ CAA Addin like this. Header should be in protected, then use protected. Usually I prefer the public one. So we can call that functionality, we can call that class functions class object anywhere in the entire workspace. So that's why I usually prefer this header in public, and just click finish. So once you click finish, module get added here. So I likewise I have added here module Addin, command and UI. So these module I have added already. I will not go through in details, I'll just show you overview. So one more thing, before going in depth, I'll show you one thing. When you add one framework, at that time it will create see next folder and identity card. So you have to add the entry, framework name in the identity card. So how we will come to know, and how we can edit the identity card. Here you just go to you just right click on this framework and edit ID card. Here is the one edit ID card option. So one window will open here once you edit ID card. Okay, so this option is opened here. So what you can do, once it open, you can just expand this and you can add prerequisite like here. So I have already added these many prerequisites, so that's why no need to add. So you can see here, right click on this framework, add children and prerequisite. So one more prerequisite will add here, just click on there. Whatever you have prerequisite name, you can just give here, like for example CAT application, and if give the access specifier public, protected, or how you want, and here click on the export. Do not add to client prereq, add to client prereq, as you wish, whatever option you want to do. And expose, you can give expose prerequisite, anything which whatever as per your requirement, you can select this option and just save. Once you save, it will save and it will add that entry in your identity card. I will show you how it will create. So I will not save, I have already done here. I am just giving you a demo how we can create. Now you just go it and select all the frameworks, right click and add in all solutions. So once you click on add in all solution, so it will your solution explorer will open, and all the files will visible in the solution explorer. So go to solution explorer, here all the files are loaded. So you see, I'll show you here. There are two frameworks already added. One is the dummy one, and another one is the CAD command framework. So here, and in dummy framework I don't have added any module, so only framework is there. Don't get confused why this is framework and this is framework. It is just a representation for understanding purpose. But if you go inside the folder, you will see in the workspace, you can you will find only two frameworks. How many frameworks you created, then those frameworks will be visible here. Don't get confused. Under the framework, we will not get one more framework folder. Only one framework folder is there, and under the inside the framework folder you will get only module folder. So like inside the framework folder you will get module and this private, protected, public, identity card and cnext file, cnext folder. These many folders you will get by default. So here I have added already three modules. You can see here Addin, command and UI, as I told you. So that's why here three module is visible in so here Addin module, command module and UI module I have added, and cnext folder also it get created. So as I told you how it looks like, I'll open. So this is the framework actually. So inside the framework, one identity card is there. So .xml, that identity card is in .xml format. So you can see here I have added prerequisite system. So those entry you can add, whatever you have given that entry, it will add here. You can add it as per your which API you want to add, which class you want to add, use in your functions. So that respective framework and module you have to update in this identity card and module IMAC file. So framework name we use, framework name we add in identity card, and module name we add in our IMAC file. This is the IMAC file. Once you create a module, that time IMAC file will create. So by default few entry will be there like JSO group, JSO FM, but few entries you have to add with as per the which API you use. And here I have already added CATIA AFR and CATIA AFR foundation. So for adding purpose, this one I have created. Now I will show you how I have added Addin. So once you see the module name, just right click and go to add new item, and once you click on add a new item, so this window will open. So in this case, what you have to do, you have to select here C++ and here component. So once you select component, so it will trigger it will create Addin class. So here you can give any name whatever you want, something, but I have not I have already created, so I will not give. Just click add, it will add by default. So likewise I have added this one, and I'll show you the .h file also. So this is the .h file and this is as .cpp file. So once you add class, .h and .cpp file will add automatically. In Addin.h you have to create command and create toolbar. These two functions I have added because this will help us to create command and create toolbar. So toolbar means it will show one toolbar in 3D Experience, and inside the toolbar we will see commands. So I have added these two functions, create toolbar and create command. Here I just declare in .h, same way you have to define in your Addin class. While creation Addin class, it will ask to select tie object. So which tie object you want, like if you want some specific workspace, your Addin should be visible in specific workspace, let's say electrical workbench or any part product assembly workbench. So you can give you can add that interface as per your requirement. So in my case I have added in general workbench, so my command will visible everywhere in every workspace, in every workbench. So this is the tie object you can add while creating the Addin class, and these are the two functions I added, create command and create toolbar. So in create command, so you have to add this header macro CATIA AFR command header. First one is the just identifier of the command header. So you can give any command header name as per your requirement. Second one is the module name. So in which module you have command class. So now here I have only in my case I have created 3 module. So one is UI, one is Addin and one is command. So in which module you want to create your command class, so that module name you have to mention here, and same way command class name you have to mention. Like I have I have created command class and I added that command class name. So if you don't have created initially, you can give any name, later on you can change, or you can create the same name of module name and command class name in your workspace or in your module. One, and in create toolbar, this is also one function we have to write here inside the create toolbar. We have to add this entry new access. So you might get confused why I have added here container two times. See, first of all, first container is just for section. So in 3D Experience we will see section, right? If you go to tools, if you open 3D Experience, and below you can see section, you can add custom section also there. So likewise, if you want to separate section, then you have to create a new container, and under that you can create one more container. So in one section you will get one separate container, and you can set child. That container you have to set to your section. So this is the container, and I set as a child to the section. Now this is the actual command starter. So command starter will helpful to start the command here. So this is the new access for command starter, and you set access command. So you can give the same name, header name what you have given in previously command create command name, and set child. Your starter should set to the your container, and if you want your command should specific with position right left, then you can add toolbar view and you can just mention here right left. So I have not added because I don't need. I have created one separate section. So previously in V5 we used to create like this, but in this 3D experience we in the section, and every section will show in the middle or below. So no need to add this, no point to add this line. And a return type obviously is the your container. So because your function return type itself CAD container, so you have to return your container. So again, what you have returning, so if you have written your section, then whole section will visible, and inside that section how many command you have added, those commands it will visible. And if you have if you written only container, then container will visible, but there may be the issue if you click on your command will not trigger, that may be the issue. So better you return your section. So this is one add-in, just create command and create toolbar 2 functionality. And one more point, so once you create add-in, so it should visible, and if you want to give some specific icon and some short note, then you have to mention those things in cat analyst and cat resource file. So just I have already added, so go to framework, just go to see next folder, resources, and message catalog. So inside message catalogs you will find, you will get here cat NLS file I have added. If you don't find, then create separate cat NLS for add-in or command. So I have added cat NLS for command and add-in as well. So this is command header in the sense this is helpful for add-in class. So here I have given header name what we have mentioned in our add-in class. Sorry, this is the add-in class, so this is our header name. So same header name we have to mention in our NLS, header dot title. So this title will be visible, line creation, and header dot help. So once you move your cursor, so left bottom side it will show the help, click on the line creation, and once you move your cursor, that time it will show on that help will show under the mouse cursor. So for that you have to use header name dot short help. So this is the NLS for message purpose. If you want to add an icon for your command resource file as well, so I have already created. You have to give very specific, you have to create your resource file name, same you have to give header name. I have keep both resource file name and header name the same, so no confusion. If you want, you can give separate file name also, resource file name, it's okay. So icon, normal, and line command. Line command is the name of icon. I'll show you where I have added. So if you go to graphics, here icon, and this is my line PNG. So this is the one image I have downloaded from internet. You can create like this, or you can create with the help of ChatGPT or Copilot. You can create your icon as per your requirement. So I have added two, but I use only one. So specific I want to use like this, it indicates some line, so that's why I use this. And this line underscore CMD, that name you can give in your resource file, like how I have mentioned here. I hope you guys understood this. I am explaining high level because I have already created one video on how to create add-in on V5. It's exactly same thing how we are creating add-in in V5 and V6. So that's why I'm not going in deep, and I'm not creating from scratch. I have already created, that's only I am explaining here. So now we have created add-in class, and add-in is visible. If you run your tool, it will be visible. Now you can just set up as a startup project your framework, and then here is the one option, and right click once again and go to properties. Inside the debugging, you just add here 3D experience options. So I have already added here. So if you don't find here 3D experience.exe, just add, because once you click local debugger, then 3D experience exe will trigger and it will open. Now I'll show you how it will visible. Just click on this 3D experience, just click on this local Windows debugger. your 3D experience will open. So let's open the 3D experience. Here it's opening, and once it's open, you can create any part or product simple. So you will enter some in any workbench. So if you want to open specific workbench, you can directly open. Our command will visible there also. Okay, now physical product is created. I mean, by default some engineering rule capture, you can change your application workbench from here. So our add-in we have created in general workbench, so it will visible in every application. So that's why here our command is visible. You see here line creation, whatever name we have given in NLS file, that name is visible here, line creation, and this help short helps also it visible. So add-in is likewise here we have created add-in. If you click on this, even UI will open. So I have not explained how to create and open it. Okay, so here we have created our add-in. So this video gives you a basic, but if you want complete in-depth learning of CA with EKL and with real example, like real practical projects, so you can join our CA masterclass. You go through our YouTube channel profile, you will find their email. Just send mail, I'll revert back. Okay, so we'll meet in our next video. If you want to create some video with specific topic, just ping me or just comment below. I'll try to create one video on that related topic. Okay guys, so we'll meet in our next video. Thank you.